A woman must be proper and demure. You should not flirt with cobras.
I will flirt with whoever I want to. And just so you know, Goblina, I don't know, I was going to say something cool and I lost it.
Insert cool line here.
Man, I was doing...
No, okay, here.
Oh, I remember. Okay, let me try again. Okay,
right,
I'm going to start over.
Do your thing.
Just so you know, Goblina, I can flirt with whoever I want to.
Goblina says, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm just jealous because you have wonderful not green skin and a great complexion, and your ears are so dainty and cute, and not huge and ugly, and you're so tall. You're so tall.
Ugly.
You're so tall. You know how amazing it is for a woman to be tall. It's just the best thing ever. And I'm jealous of you."
Do you know how many earrings you could put in those ears, Goblina?
17.
Yeah.
But you know how much that costs?
Yes.
I could feed so many orphans with that. It would just make me feel guilty all day.
Do you want to borrow some of my earrings?
And the clip-ons pinch my skin.
Then let's pierce your ears. Does the goddess forbid that?
She looks at Cherry. The goddess has no opinion on that.
We can have some girl time. I can paint your nails. I can teach you how to do makeup.
I've never had girl time.
Extra pretty.
Do you think they could do the eyebrow thing?
We can do the eyebrow thing.
Because goblins have really bushy eyebrows, but mine could be sleek like yours.
I don't do anything to my eyebrows, but I can...
No, just your natural... The curve is very feminine and very beautiful.
The doctor kind of addresses each one of you, individually. He goes up to just Tybar first. Thank you for getting us through everything when we were attacked by those people. And I know you care for Ashra and you look out for her. And he hands you a card and he said, talk to this person. He's in the marketplace. He's an arms dealer. He'll give you good prices and he won't give you the usual runaround. So I'm a good judge of character and you're a good person. Just keep Ashra safe. And he goes to Ashra and he's like, Ashra, you're a very unique and interesting person. Though my stomach is a little happy for being off the Invictus, I will miss you and Vicky and your entire crew. And you have something special here. Don't let it go. That ship is amazing. Your friends are amazing. Your motley crew. I wouldn't have wanted to fly with anybody else. He goes to Goblina. God, Goblina. I wish I could undo the hurt and everything that happened to you, all the things that people said. But just so you know, I really like you. I've enjoyed your company, and you are a credit to your people. Keep your chin up. Things will get better.
Tears start rolling down her cheeks. Thank you.
Chanterelle, interesting. I've never met a Hortus before. And I wish I had more time to talk and ask you about your people and your ways, but I find you fascinating and you are beautiful, and thank you for help keeping us safe during the battle. I wish you well. He's like, Joy, they joke and call you the world's best personal assistant. I think it's true. You're efficient and organized, and you really keep this group together and focus, and I can recognize that. Even Benny, tell Benny goodbye for if you notice, he's kind of crude and things like that, but I don't know if you know it, but he saved you with that whole barrel thing. He didn't stumble his way through it. He knew what to say to those people, and he did it in such a sort of bumbling sort of way that nobody would have suspected. He's a lot smarter than he's letting on. There's a little more to Benny than I think you realize, but nothing to worry about. We all have our secrets.
Thank you, Dr. Pratt. We actually admire Benny for his abilities, and it's been an honor to bring you here to Absalon Station. We wish you well with whatever medical thing is about to take place.
That's the person who's dying there on the table. Listen, can I book passage for this gentleman after the surgery off the Absalon Station? He's going to need some place to recover, and Lady Valeria is going to want to speak with him. He's integral to the plans. There are people who are preparing for a war that nobody knows about. He can save many lives. I'm going to give everything I can to save his life. If he lives through the procedure, then please protect him.
You have our word that we will protect him, and you've more than paid for a booking with us. We would be honored to do that.
If you'll give me your Space Venmo account, I'll, if you give me your credit information, I'll pay you well for this.
Okay. Since
We
Joy,
can put it towards the ship.
I know. So Joy pulls up her QR code for him.
And he scans it. And then one of the other doctor goes, "Doctor, it's time. You have to start preparing for surgery. Listen, you guys are going to have to go. This room's going to be sterilized, and I have to prepare." But and he just goes and, like I said, he gives each of you a hug and looks at you. He seems very sincere.
Goblin is like, wait. Do you want to join our crew?
I'm afraid I won't be able to. I would have loved to have, but I do have you a passage, and believe me, I'll be with you in spirit. But I have to go. And he walks away really quick. Now, you guys are free to go wherever you want. You guys can go shopping. You guys can go to the cantina. You can, you are free to roam around a bit.
Girls shopping trap.
Yay! I want to go find Benny.
But I want to make sure I'm in disguise. Basically,
I'm like, we're
the
wanted.
concert.
We can't really go
Yeah.
anywhere.
I always wanted to be wanted, but this isn't really what I meant.
So we'll leave the medical area, but we gotta quickly duck down a passageway to
Do a quick change.
quick change.
Put that mole on with eyeliner. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll for disguise too, because, yeah, that is important. Tybar, put your dress on.
And then make some sort of a note what your disguise is in case I need it later, because I'm not going to remember everyone's roles.
Okay, so right now I look like a humanoid version of a chanterelle mushroom. I'm gonna look up some other mushrooms, and we're going to transform into those.
Okay.
2 seconds.
I didn't do well, so I'm going to use my little token.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to disguise myself as a goblin.
Okay. Using a token for it.
I'm short. They're not looking for a goblin because when you weren't with us, or were you?
Yeah, Goblina was with us.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I was wondering, because I'm like,
Okay.
what if Goblina's wanted too? Would being a goblin really? Maybe go gnome.
She is gnome.
But see, the thing, I am a gnome.
Oh,
But
sorry,
that's right. But
y'all look the same to me.
Halfway.
In honor of Halloween, I now look like a humanoid jack-o'-lantern mushroom.
Yes!
I love it.
Ash is gonna disguise herself in a way where she looks completely human. There's not android parts of her. Because I still have to somewhat look like me, because Bubblegum already saw me.
Dude, you've got a date with Bubblegum.
I do. Oh, this is just weird.
You didn't give him your name, though.
That's true. I didn't give him my name.
okay, so back to the Goblina thing. We were hired by the House Zeiser. So the crew was on the roster, but you weren't because you weren't.
Like, she just barely joined.
Yeah, you never owed the House Zeiser any money or anything like that, so they don't have any information on Goblina. So that's
Does
why.
Goblina even need to be disguised?
No.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm changing my disguise to be a goblin. So because then there's like 2 goblins running around together.
Goblina offers you could wear her armor, and she could ask Cherry to sit on your shoulder.
I would like that.
Oh, and then I can wear one of your spare outfits from your room, and it'll be like we're changing clothes like girlfriends do.
Yep.
Never had girlfriends before.
Did anyone need assistance in their disguise that I can assist in my rolling?
So you could roll for Tybar to see how well of a girl we dress Tybar up as. Crew, we gotta figure out where we're going.
Also, Tybar is pretty because I rolled high.
Yay! Tybar pretty.
Okay, Tybar has a card.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
We should probably go there first. Because we also need to get Ash's dad's supply part list. And if Tybar has a guy for like armory, he might have knowledge of where to get some of the supplies on the list.
Ash wants to go get a better pistol.
I got the card.
So you're going to the armory, and is there anyone not going to the armory?
No, we're staying together.
Yeah, we're gonna stay together.
You never split the party.
That's like the number one rule.
You say that now because of all the bad stuff that has happened previously.
I'm not gonna tell you what happened the very first time I split the party and didn't know the rules. It was bad.
Total party kill?
Not quite that bad.
You go in there, and at first, scanners come up from either side, and they go, and you see a little image, and, it just, it shows, boot knife, sidearm, and it lists all the different weapons that's on you.
Goblina does that thing where she keeps her arms low until it gets here, then she puts her arms up so the image has 4 arms. She thinks that's really funny.
Then you hear your various different weapons that are power go, weapon deactivated, weapon deactivated, weapon deactivated, weapon offline, weapon powering down. And each one of you hear that as you go through. It's some sort of screen that just kind of went and deactivated the various different weapons.
Stopped working.
Yep, your Swiss Army knife, it won't open.
It won't open.
Jammed.
How did you deactivate my pocket knife? Even my sharpened spoon.
And so it's this little rat guy. It's a Yoski named Deshaw. So, welcome to my shop. What can I get for you? You fine people.
Tybar will pull out the card from Dr. Pratt.
Oh.
Dr. Pratt sent us.
What?
Hi.
Oh yeah.
Is he in a dress and all that?
Yeah.
Nope. And I rolled good too, so it should be believable.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I'm a man.
Ash is gonna go over to.
I'm sorry. I mean, welcome.
I won't take insult to that, but we're here to buy some of your fine weapons. Dr. Pratt told us you have the best around here.
I love everything about this.
I was going to say.
Did somebody marry you, or are you?
I'll have you know I have 2 beautiful boys waiting for me back home.
It's not a lie either.
Really?
Yeah, they look kind of like you, actually.
Would you like to see photos?
No.
Tybar pulls out of the pocket.
It goes the little flip, 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 flip.
See, this is here at their first birthday.
One just isn't enough.
Okay, to business. So, he hits a little button, and a nanite wall closes off the door opening, so it just goes completely opaque and seals. He goes, you want some off the books weapons?
Yes. I mean, as long as they're non-lethal.
Non-lethal weapons?
Yeah, my order only allows me to use non-lethal weapons. Do you, unless you have like some really good poisons. I mean, non-lethal weapons, please.
Non-lethal poison?
No, forget the poison thing. That was, I misspoke.
Poisons are illegal, and I don't have any in that cabinet over there.
I don't want.
So Joy goes over to the cabinet.
I definitely don't have any in the cabinet over there on the lower shelf.
Joy heads right there and starts shopping that. She wants stuff for her dart gun, her injector needle.
Galena does legitimately want a stun weapon.
Oh, listen. I do have some non-lethal weapons. It was made by this wackadoo sort of guy that I purchased some stuff off of, and he's just kind of like a traveling salesman sort of type. And if you want, I can sell you some of those. Yeah, I can. There, I have a.
Did you steal it from him? I mean, I'm sure you bought it legally.
Hey.
Goblina's sweating. She's like, I'm sorry, just being around all of these weapons is kind of triggering my instincts. Could I go? Could I? For a minute, there's so many things to steal. I mean, buy.
I was gonna sell you some stuff. Listen here.
Starts to itch.
Drink this. It takes the edge off. I get a little twitchy myself, if you know what I mean.
Her ears twitch a little bit.
Here, take it.
Hang on. No, I'm fasting right now.
Take it. Oh, hold on. Where's my dice?
Oh, now he's into it.
Okay, so we'll say persuasion. He's a salesman. I'll give him a 5. So you got a 16. What'd you get? 16?
18.
Okay. He's like, all right. I'll just leave your credits, and these people can buy the stuff for you. Don't leave my shop with credits.
Gobelina, don't. Wait, can people hear us here right now, sir?
No, I got the door.
Gobelina, I got you. Don't worry. I'll get you something nice.
And her ears kind of go down. She says, "You always look out for me. You're the best. I admire you so much, and your jawline is amazing."
And before she leaves, he'll shout out.
And she gives you the money and kind of tells you what she wants, and she's like really sweating at this point. She's just like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
And as she starts to leave, he'll shout out, "Skigal hasip balgab."
She stops and turns bright red. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Then she really runs out.
Listen, for that one, I do have this thing. Tornado in a can, right? It's like a grenade, and you throw it, yeah. And a big whirlwind appears, and it takes your enemies, and it just knocks them back and knocks them down all prone. They're not dead. No. Non-lethal. The best non-lethal weapon.
Let's buy that for Gobelina.
As many as you got.
And then, right, I have this other thing, right? It sounds crazy, but it's amazing. Blame thrower.
Excuse me, sir, but did you say your name was Dibbler?
The Shaw.
Listen, I don't divulge who I buy some of my items from. Wait, who sent you people?
I already told you, Pratt. I gave you the card.
Computer, run a lie detector test. All right, so you're not from the authorities, not investigating me, right?
No, I had a dream about some weird guy named Dibbler, that's all.
Where did you know that name? You're freaking me out, man.
There was this laughing little girl, too. You want me to tell her about her? Because she was scary.
No, man, I don't want to tell me about a freaky little laughing girl. I don't... Stop... Let's get back to business.
Desha, how about we discuss things? My little goblin friend there. I think she would like that blame throw.
I think that's all I have. That's non-lethal at the moment.
Oh, I want lethal.
That was just for the other goblin.
Well, okay, yeah. Like how lethal?
Lethal. I want it to cut through things that shouldn't exist in this plane of existence.
All right, so okay. Listen, I do have this one thing, but it had to be smuggled out at great cost to my people.
All right, let's see it.
He goes over to a cabinet. He hits a bunch of different buttons. It scans his eyes. It scans his hand. He has to lick this thing. It does like a tongue print,
A tongue print?
A tongue print?
And then he has to do like this breathalyzer thing. He
pulls down his pants, puts his butt against the
Oh my
scanner.
god!
he says this whole thing. Then he says his name, Deshaw, and all of a sudden a bunch of weapons point out towards the ceiling, aim towards you guys, and starts charging up. And guests. And the weapons go up into the ceiling. And so then that whole cabinet slides out of the way.
So it pops down, then slides out of the way.
Yeah. So it looks like you're opening just this cabinet with all the security, but then all that security makes the cabinet slide to the side. Then there's the real item behind it. There's this massive gun. I mean, it's massive. It looks like something that should be probably mounted to the front of a vehicle, and then it's got some straps that you can use a help hold some of the weight onto your shoulder and different things like that. It's got a stabilizer. He goes, it's got a long recharge time, so it's not a high rate of fire weapon. I've nicknamed it the BFG.
I like the sound of this. When it has acronyms, it does cool things.
I bet you can guess what the BFG stands for, good sir.
Big friendly giant.
Big freaking gun.
Big fat gun.
Hang on, I'll think of something for Tybar to say that's stupid, but...
Anyway, sir, I'm telling you, whatever's in the path and range of that thing won't be there anymore if you actually hit it.
Ooh.
What do you mean, if you hit it?
Listen, I'm just saying, the only way something's not going to still be there is if he misses, or if the thing's so big it just blows a big hole in it.
Can I try it on?
You can try it on, and the weight, it's like the heaviest carried ordnance that you've ever felt, because you go to put it on, and the little thing comes out, and he's like, okay, and the shoulder harness, goes on, and the thing sort of self tightens around, and then when the thing lets go of it, you're like, oh. But when you take the gun itself and move it, because it's putting the weight on your shoulders, it'll move around kind of effortlessly with this arm that's on it. But you really are you're carrying an entire fully loaded Vesk soldier, on your back, like you're carrying him out of off the battlefield. You're like, whoa.
Reminds me of boot camp. Can I shoot it?
Not in here, sir.
Okay. I like it. I like the feel of it. But I'm also looking for something on the pointy side. To get up close and personal.
All right. Are we talking like a standard tactical knife? Are we talking swords? Are we talking like some sort of like something that's been honed down to a single atom? Sort of sharpness? Are we talking magical, or what are we talking?
I didn't understand even half the words out of your mouth, but something said pointy, and that's what I'm looking for.
Can I make a suggestion? Chainsaw sword. That's right up Tybar's alley.
I want something that when I run it into somebody's gut, there's absolute terror in their eyes.
What is wrong with you? You're just trying to protect your boys. You're just trying to protect your boys, I know. Mama bear instinct kicking in.
And he goes like, listen, I have stuff that will cut into a person cleanly. I have things that are designed to not be pulled out and just be more of a spigot. And so he holds out this particular long pointy knife. Mm-hmm. Where normally where the pommel will be, it seems to be missing. It's almost open. And he shoves it into like this dummy made of ballistic gel, and he goes like that, and the thing all of a sudden goes, and it opens up all these little needles in various different direction. Contains anti-clotting agent. It opens up like a harpoon. Can't be removed without massive damage. The person just keeps draining their vital fluids away, moment by moment by moment. They have to choose to either pull it out or bleed out. You can even buy other cartridges of the anticoagulant because it's a one and done, type thing.
I'll probably end up getting some of that stuff for the gun. So, okay.
I want some sort of short range, like pistol, that does extra damage afterwards. Does that make sense? So like with the grenades, you like roll to see if they're like deafened or blinded or something like that.
So you want a special effect?
Yeah, I want some kind of effect that goes with, and I want to put it in my arm.
It's okay, it has to be a small weapon. You guys look like you have a lot of credit. I mean, are trustworthy.
You don't have to put it in my arm. I got a guy that can do that.
No.
She knows a guy.
I bet he's gonna do it.
And he pulls out this case, and he goes, "You're really gonna like this." And he opens it up, and he pulls out this little tiny gun, like this big. And he's like, "There you go," but it's futuristic looking. It's all silver.
Why is it so little?
That's an angry cricket.
There it is.
You guys never heard.
Say, I feel like I'm gonna break it.
I feel like I'm gonna break it.
Ma'am, I'm sure it's worth the incredibly overpriced, reasonable price that I put on it. I'm telling you, you will not come back disappointed. You can't fire it in here. Here, watch the promo video from the manufacturer, and he shows it to you, right? And well, in there, a person is like, there's a gentleman who's like, why am I firing this stupid thing? I don't know. And all of a sudden there's a poof, and he wasn't ready for it because he didn't brace. Because the guy's like, you should brace yourself. And he's like, and it goes, and one way it knocks him back. You see that guy shoot, and then it's in this big, massive, concussive sound and a bang, and the other thing goes flying, and so the two fly away from each other. And he's like, the guy that was holding it, told you to brace. Keeps walking.
I like this.
Buy the Angry Cricket today.
I'm good.
Get 20% off with promo code Bleeding Edge Adventures.
And so yeah, the Angry Cricket. And then, is there anything else in particular, or?
Just has some sort of extra effect that like can deafen or blind or knock people back. Just something like that. That was my biggest thing.
I don't think that person he shot ever heard again.
That's good. That's
yeah.
really
I don't think there's much left to the eardrums.
cool.
Joy's going for poisons, medicinals, drugs, and grenades.
There are implosive grenades, which you've heard of something like that, but you've also heard that was a myth. It's not possible. But he seems to have a bunch of implosive grenades. They don't explode outward. They seem to draw everything to themselves. And the little training video, because there's a little thing you can scan a barcode, and it plays a little demonstration video of what it does. And you do that, and it throws it in. There's a bunch of guys, and they're talking, and then they see that thing roll at their feet, and then all of a sudden, some of the panels from the wall and them or whatever are crunched as if somebody mushed them into a little ball in the center of the room, and then it drops to the ground, but the floor panels are gone and wiring and things are pulled towards the center.
So is it like a gravity mine then?
Like that, like an implosion, like a little mini gravity mine. Everything so sort of compresses to itself, and then you see blood dripping out of the steel ball that's on the ground.
He has one more thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, a little personal shield thing for Sherry.
For Sherry?
The Cherry? Sorry, Cherry.
For the bird?
Yeah.
And he's like, something that small, though, it's only going to, last a couple minutes, and it's going to have to be recharged.
It should be good enough.
Okay. And so he's like, he pulls out the little thing. He's like, here you go. And it's on like a little collar, like it would go on like a little tiny poodle or something.
With a bell on it.
Or a goddess.
Yeah, or a goddess in this case. And so he can hand you a little tiny personal shield. He's like, all right. Well, I really appreciate your money. You're coming to see me today. Please, tell your friend. I have all the best, completely legal weapons. And careful who you tell about any of the other stuff. Yes. Tell everyone Deshaw's, completely legal weapons.
Completely legal. I love it. I think that should be the official name of the store.
All right. What else do you guys want to do?
Yeah, so we're gonna pretend like there was this cute little montage where Ash got her angry cricket, and then she went out with Goblina, got her ears pierced. We got a cute dress that makes Ash look really hot, so she can go see Bubblegum.
We do the montage where we try on outfits and the music
Yes,
plays.
and a bunch of them were terrible. Yes. There's clothes
you
throwing
do realize
everywhere.
Tybar's coming along with.
Yo,
Absolutely.
Tybar shows off his dress. Goblina is so ridiculously happy to be out with her girlfriends.
I am the only male in the party right now, aren't I?
I don't even know what to do. I've never had friends before. Like am I supposed to wash your feet, or am I supposed to cook your food? I could mend your clothes. Like what am I?
Goblina, you just come on over here to the bar with me, okay?
You're asking me to drink with you?
Yes.
She kind of scuttles over happily.
Have to keep the voice up since we're out in public now.
So you go over to the bar, and she can go with you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed days and dark scary nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And that's probably all I can do without killing my voice.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
I just want to put out there while Bubblegum's doing his solo there, Tybar would have picked up Goblina and gone out to the dance floor. Done a nice little slow dance. But like, yeah, I'm like, have one arm around her like
Goblina turns around and goes,
But he's singing like he's singing to you type thing. He's singing with the look on his face. He's not coming across as like a creepy jerk, like he's planning on just being that sort of person to you. He seems genuinely interested and excited you're there. He's a big gruff guy, but he is not really coming across creepy or a jerk, believe it or not. You know, he's definitely different. He's had like a hard life. The closest personality you would come across to somebody like this would be Benny. And just kind of like, you know, the gruff had it hard. He developed a little bit differently than other people. Not necessarily classically educated. You know, he's had some sort of like prison tech school type thing. You know, back before then, looking at his physical physique, because he's a massive individual.
Behemoth of a man.
You could see him. He was a bouncer at a bar, an enforcer or something, and in prison tats and something like that. He was probably, you know, used his physicality in the past, but he's definitely coming across like he's trying to be different.
Well, Ash might have been bluffing in the past, but she's got daddy issues. What does daddy issues mean? We like really nice arms and lots of tattoos, and he can sing. So Ash is genuinely like, whew.
It gives you the vapors.
The vapors?
The vapors.
So she just kind of fans herself and smiles while he's singing, and goes over to the bar to get a drink she just kind of wants to wait and hang out until he's done singing to talk to him. She's a little bit surprised that he really is this soft-hearted person. She was expecting like rap or hardcore screamo metal, hard rock, techno, whatever really hardcore prison guys listen to in space.
But after his set, he comes talk to you and he's like, you know, thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. I thought you might have just been saying you were going to and not do it, but I appreciate people who keep their word. I'm gonna keep my word. I'll teach you as much as I can in whatever time I have, you know, and you know, I put a special rush on that beacon for you to try to get you out of here as soon as you can, unless, but you don't have to go right away. I mean, I know this place like the back of my hand. I can show you. blazes, if you'd like. And somebody comes up to him while he's talking. He's like, hey, what's the bill for this ship? This is ridiculous. You're not going to get away with this. I'm talking to the lady. I'll talk to you about business. I don't discuss business when I'm out enjoying myself. And then the guy goes, you're going to talk about it right now. Come on, man. I just said not now. I'll see what I can do to get you a better price or whatever. If you just give me a couple of minutes here, maybe I'll go to the side or something. And all of a sudden the guy punches him. And the guy's not small. And you just see him.
It's okay. We'll handle it. I'll stay here.
I said, give me a minute. And he goes, and bops the guy just on top of the head. And the guy goes,
That was great.
and he goes, oh, that's not a very good first impression. You've seen me getting violent with somebody.
She loves violent men.
I'm sorry. I can leave you alone. I'm sorry.
No, Bubblegum. And she's just gonna reach out and put a hand on his shoulder. And his muscles. It's okay.
like steel corded cables under the skin. Like, you're like, is that can that be real? Is he cybernetic? What? It's just like
cybernetics in your shoulder. You're just happy to see me.
I try not to be a violent man. I try not to.
It's okay. We all have, a past and parts of ourselves that we're not necessarily proud of, or that, and you, he came at you first. I'd have hit him too. Probably not as hard as you hit him though.
I was trying not to hit him that hard. I hope he's not dead. Oh, he's not really moving.
He's not really breathing.
Joy will go over and check his vitals and
Friend
say,
can help with that.
oh boy. Yeah. Oh, we gotta need a medic. Oh boy.
Shanty's a medic. Shanty has medicine skills, right?
Yes, Shanty has medicine.
So you're dancing with T-Bone.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be Jackie right now because I'm a jack-o'-lantern mushroom.
John! That's so cute!
Severe concussion. He's got a fractured skull. The vertebrae in his neck have been crushed. He's going to need spinal cord surgery to ever walk again.
Maybe we should take him to Bill.
Magic.
Bill William.
I mean, I can try and magic him.
Magic.
Oh, if you can magic stabilize him, we're on the station where there's all the things.
30? 30.
You say with a question mark. That's pretty dang high.
Well, since you only got a 30.
Only.
He was going to pull through, but it's such a low roll.
Also, if he had a heart attack, what the?
You needed a 31.
Oh my gosh, you dropped the scalpel into his mouth.
Oh no, it's just like the crate. It got fumbled.
As Goblina finishes dancing with Tybar, she blushes beautifully and says, I know you don't mean it because you don't know what it means. Could you say it again one more time, please?
Skigal hasip malgal.
She drops down the floor and runs out, just blushing bright red. Her hair is changing to golden.
Tybar's gonna itch behind his ear and just pull off a toenail and.
Pull off a toenail.
I wonder what that means.
And Joy will tell you what it means because Joy actually speaks Goblin.
Okay, it means it.
There's whispering.
So Joy's like, hey, Tybar, you just said short girls are best girls.
I stand by it.
So, Ash is gonna turn to Bubblegum and say, well, Bubblegum, I've had a lot of fun listening to you sing tonight. And getting to know you, even if it was just for a few moments. So I'll see you tomorrow when we work on my ship. And she'll just wink and turn and walk away, but it's like one of those walks where she's like sauntering away.
Well, we got a lot of romance going on this session.
Guys, I was just trying to decrease the price of my ship, but then Gary started talking about his muscles and he sang.
All that
It's so weird.
All that daddy trauma started welling up inside.
Daddy trauma, the leading cause of romance.
A priest comes up and he goes, this is the party, I'm told, somebody in here that came with Dr. William Pratt.
Joy would go over there, even though she's now goblin. But yes, we brought the good doctor.
I'd go with you.
He goes over and he's handing you this jar. And he goes, you have my condolences. He was such a good man, and he was so beloved in the community. And here's also his last will and testament on tape. And, you know, I'm sorry for your loss. He truly will be missed. And he walks away.
What happened?
He died. We knew he was going to die.
I feel like that operation was a lot more than just...
Ash needs to hand this to someone before she freaks out. Here.
yeah.
It says on the side of the urn, William Pratt.
What happened? He was fine. He was fine. He was healthy. She's asking the priest guy. He was in great spirits. He said nice things to me.
He was incredibly giving, loving person. I suggest you watch the tape. They're his words.
Is there somewhere we can go private to?
Yes, there's like you can rent one of the champagne rooms off to the side.
So we'll go over there and watch the video.
He gets on and he goes, during our experiences, I really learned to appreciate you people. Like I said, I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I just didn't have the heart to tell you. Yeah, I was going there to save somebody's life. I was saving somebody's life because the person... There are a few people that can't take synthetic organs, and there's... To find a true match that the body won't reject it. It's kind of an old school procedure. There was really only one choice out of all the people who were on file genetically that could have given their the organs necessary to save his life, and that was me. Now, I normally try to be a giving, good person. Maybe not quite that giving, but and I know a lot of lives depended on it, but you have to understand there was I had always tried to do good and not hurt anybody, and one time I was flying home and I turned off all the autopilots and I was flying so I could fly faster than I was supposed to in the area. It was a heavily congested area and I was tired. I just wanted to go home to my bed, my house. Dipped off for a second. I had a good quality shuttle because I was a doctor. I survived. Hardly any damage, but the poor people out on the other ship. How do you repay a life? A life for a life. I couldn't take my own. I wouldn't be able to see my wife. I survived her for these 7 years. She passed. Maybe in a way I just wanted to see her again. And in my belief, if I take my own life, it's a waste, it does nothing, and It would keep me from seeing her. I know she would go to a better place. But this way, maybe I'll see her again. Maybe I can help all those people that I intended to originally with my work. Maybe this person can. If you could get this one person that I've given everything to save to safety, I would appreciate it.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
I'm sorry for not telling you. And I'm sorry if this hurt you. End transmission.
Goblina holds the urn really close to herself. It's okay. He had the Aurora token. He'll make it across the river into paradise. He'll see his wife again. I gave it to him. It has to work. It has to.
Joy, who's usually bright and vibrant, just dims. Like her hair's almost, just grayish tones and stuff. She just physically dims after seeing the video.
And that's where we're going to conclude for this evening. We end on a sad note.
I'll say.
But he lived a good life and helped many people. And his sacrifice was not just for nothing, not in vain. This person is supposed to be the key to surviving what is to come. A noble gesture. Don't waste it. Make sure his life was not in vain. His sacrifice was not in vain. Honor your promise. And also prepare yourself for the things that await you yet at the Epsilon station.
Good Lord, didn't anybody here subscribe? Thank you.